Facebook tried to play me on the live, y'all. I've literally been trying to go live for the last 3 minutes. And Facebook trying to play me. And from what it's looking like, I don't even see my video coming up on my timeline. But that's cool. Facebook be playing all them type of analytical games ain't nobody got time for. Anyway, y'all know what time it is. Teach Out Live. I do this all the time, every time. Quick 20 minutes, a complete rundown of everything that's going on over the last week. You know, as I always say, add a friend, tag a friend, share one time on your timeline. I'm going to just give it 30 more seconds. Not really 30 seconds, probably like 10 seconds. I'm going to go ahead and share this video link on my Twitter real quick. I got so much to talk about tonight, y'all. Like, a lot. And, you know, because it's still light outside, it don't even feel like it's nighttime. And see, Facebook be trying to play me because now Facebook don't tell me who watching. It be like a lot of people watching, but in facts, it's really be like, it tell me 1 or 2 people watching, but probably really be more than that. Anyway, going ahead and sharing a link real quick on LinkedIn, Twitter, and of course, if you catch this later or you want to come back to this later, it will be up on YouTube, of course, as always. So much stuff been going on today, y'all. I have literally 2 pages, no lie, 2 pages of straight up tea, updates, news, all that stuff. Yes, that much updates in just literally 48 hours, because y'all know I was just on here on Monday at 7 o'clock. Again, if you are new to this, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday for 20 minutes at 7 o'clock, giving you the T and 20. That's how we're going to call it, the T and 20. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started real quick for you. All the tea that's going on. As you can see, I got the hashtags at the top to kind of keep me focused on what I'm be talking about, because most of this stuff I know off the top of my head. I don't really have to read it because I spent the last 2 hours researching it. But I'm going to go ahead and give y'all a quick rundown. Let's go into the first update. Of course, is going to be Kate Spade. We all found out that Kate Spade killed herself yesterday. At first they said Kate Spade found dead in her hotel. Next thing we know, we found out that she had actually killed herself. Then as stories and the lines developed, she actually wrote a suicide letter. And I think the suicide letter is probably one of the things that really made me kind of pissed. Because we come to find out today that not only did she have a mental health issue, but she was aware that she had a mental health issue, but she was too worried about how it would affect her brand. So she did not get any help. Her sister knew she had a mental health disorder. They didn't try to urge her to get no help. Even if you could have got somebody to be a fake friend, you know, come in there, act like they was a friend, but they really was a therapist to talk to her. I mean, this is a billionaire. A billionaire. And I think the most upsetting thing for me is the simple fact that her suicide letter was addressed to her 13-year-old daughter, and all it said was basically, ask your father why I killed myself. Like, I don't think anybody understands like how traumatizing that is, and how that's gonna mess up the relationship between a father and a daughter, because you telling your 13-year-old daughter, just about to get in high school, about to be going through all this stuff, and now she got to go through all this stuff with her mama, you telling her that she needs to ask her father why her mother killed herself. Yes, I understand it's a mental health issue, but that still does not excuse how jacked up this whole situation is. So we also come to find out today that her husband had actually was about to file divorce from her. He had already moved away from the house a few weeks ago, and a lot of people are saying like money don't buy happiness or whatever the case may be. If money don't buy happiness, I mean, for somebody to like kill themselves like that, I mean, she killed herself with her own scarf. That was the worst. I mean, and then this story I read today, which even this story is the even worst part. Her housekeeper was her best friend, and her housekeeper's son she used to mentor, and her housekeeper is the one that found her. So in a sense, you killed yourself, left a letter to your daughter blaming the father, and then had your best friend, the housekeeper, find you. I mean, like, to the fact that her son used to even buy her flowers for Mother's Day, and they actually got a video that surfaced of him surprising her with these flowers on Mother's Day and how excited she was about these flowers. It just made me crazy. Like, even a friend, if you was her friend and, you know, you was the maid living in the house with her, you didn't see any signs. And I know it could be undetectable, but this whole situation with her killing herself is just crazy to me. And I hope that they get that little girl some help, because she is going to definitely need some help, because this is traumatizing. At the end of the day, it's just going to jack her up. Anyway, of course, we'll probably see more updates coming soon. Basically, right now, they're saying that she killed herself because her husband wanted to get a divorce, and she didn't want to go through all that in the media. Clearly, you know, I mean, that's just hard for me to understand. But we'll see what happens with that. Moving right on to the next story. We all know that Kim Kardashian went to go see Donald Trump last week. And basically, she was fighting for the release of this woman named AliceJohnson to get out of jail. AliceJohnson has been, now people was posting today that he basically went on and did what she requested. Now, the difference between getting a pardon, okay, and what she got is, if you actually got a pardon, then you wouldn't have no record. He actually released her, but she still got a record. She just got her time canceled. So everybody on Twitter is like, oh, you know, he did one thing right, and they're congratulating Kim Kardashian, and they're all excited because this woman was able to get out of jail. But on top of that, now that is something right there. He said, I think the husband killed her. I don't know. That's something right there. Anyway, so AliceJohnson is being released. There's videos all over Twitter right now of how happy her family is. This woman been in jail already for 30 years on some freaking drug charges. She ain't murdered nobody. She ain't robbed nobody. She just was selling drugs when she was younger, and she been in jail for 30 years. So now she gonna get out. So again, we'll see more updates with that in the next coming days. Like I always say, add a friend, tag a friend. Y'all know I do this Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So you pretty much gonna get updates every other day, just so you don't have to search all over the internet. I got you. I got all the tea for you. All right. So next up is Southwest Airlines. If you're trying to go on vacation this summer, trying to visit some family out of town, Southwest Airlines actually has its 72-hour sale going on right now. I believe it ends Friday morning or Thursday night, but all their flights, like I already checked it, most of their flights are under $100, so you definitely want to check that out. IHOP is changing their name from IHOP. It would no longer be IHOP, but IHOP. They're changing the P to a B. So they weirdly updated their status today on Twitter and decided to flip the P and make it a B. But they won't tell anybody what the B means until Monday. Now, people are going to say, people are saying, like, what's this B supposed to mean? And some people think it's going to be, it means breakfast. Some people think it means biscuits, bacon. At the end of the day, IHOP said they're about to revamp and change their whole menu. They will keep the pancakes, but they're not giving anybody any more details until Monday. But they're completely changing their menu because they said they want to do better, be better, and all this other stuff. So, what do you think the B is for? I think it's for breakfast, but we'll see. How awesome would that be if they became the International House of Bacon? But I don't see nobody really going around saying, yeah, y'all, we about to go to IHOP. Like, no, you will forever be IHOP because you've been IHOP for 60 years. So we'll see how that goes. Again, that'll probably be on the T-Chat Live for Monday when I do another update over there. Next up is Beyonce. If y'all haven't seen it, today Beyonce actually premiered her twins. Y'all know we ain't seen her twins since one time when they was in the belly, once when they came out the belly, and then that's it. So she premiered her twins. They some nice little chubby brown little babies. They was cute. She premiered it at her concert. I guess she was like, I guess I could show y'all this now since y'all keep asking me for an album. Let me give y'all a little something, something. So she premiered her twins and she showed everybody the babies, especially how everybody was treating when she had Blue. I'm sure that's why she took a long time before she even brought those babies out in the open and showed anybody those babies. Because, again, y'all know how y'all treated Blue Ivy when she was born. And the cameras was following that baby everywhere. And then talking about her hair when they seen her. She was like, I'm not about to have that happen. But I'm sure somebody gonna say something about it because, again, that's what people do. Anyway, again, you can see those pictures anywhere. Just type Beyonce's twins. She premiered those today. Next up on the 20-minute T timeline, Tyrese, this boy is in the news again. I don't know. Maybe he's having some mental health issues. Because he in the news again, and he's being sued by American Express because he owes them a $61K. Now, the only time a credit card company is going to sue you is if you haven't been making any payments at all. I mean, not even 2%, not even 3%. So, clearly, he ain't been making no payments. I don't know why. You know, they showed him on planes to Dubai. Bruh, just pay American Express they freaking money. So he's being sued right now. They're taking Tyrese to court. Again, we'll see what happens with that. He probably just gonna hawk over the money and then be online and act like it wasn't nothing. Or he might make another video crying. Who knows? Next up is Taco Bell. Taco Bell just did a report saying that they're actually going to start selling frosé. Yes, y'all heard me. Frosé. So they're going to try out frosé, which is basically rosé in like a frozen ice slushy form in some of their Taco Bell stores. Try to give it a try. It's going to start off at some of their cantina stores, which I know most of their cantina stores is like in major cities and on the West Coast. But again, it would be nice if they did have some frosé. Like, would people be going through the drive-thru? Because, you know, you can't drink and drive. So, like, is it a only you could drink here type thing? I don't know. But Taco Bell is premiering some Alizé champagne, they calling it rosé, slushies. And again, we'll see how that goes. I'm sure there'll be more stories about that. And if it goes well, of course, they probably will expand it as always. Next up on the timeline, Brendan Fraser. I know y'all looking like, why Brendan Fraser of all people? Well, if y'all remember Brendan Fraser from back in the day, he played in all the action-packed movies. I mean, he was The Rock. What The Rock is today, that's what Brendan Fraser was in the early 2000s and the late 90s. He was The Rock. He played in all those mummy movies. So apparently it's come to surface today that he actually has a hashtag Me Too moment also. He said that one of the directors or something, same thing, Terry Crews wasn't her only one. One of the directors that he was meeting with actually, you know, did that, groped him in a spot that he wasn't supposed to be groping him. And it's been getting investigated for a really, really long time. He just came forward. It was getting investigated. And they concluded the investigation saying that it wasn't really sexual. It was supposed to be a joke. And then he was like, what's funny? So people are coming out on Twitter right now, and they're saying they're glad that he came forward. This was over 10 years ago that this happened to him. And so that just right there tell you how long it takes for people to actually come out about stuff like this when it happens to them. Next up on the timeline, Facebook. Facebook, I told y'all on Monday that Facebook was going to delete that whole section on the timeline where they tell you like trending stories. They're deleting that because they think that they can find a better way to combat fake news. So sometimes you might start to see those fake news links start to like disappear in your timeline, or you won't see them as much because that's the type of news that's been going viral. They said it's dividing countries and making people go to war. Like they literally said this is what's happening with fake news. So in a effort for Facebook to combat fake news, they're going to actually take actual news correspondent, broadcasters from CNN, Univision, and Fox, and actually have them make news Facebook watch shows on Facebook, just so that that's supposed to combat news. So if they get real news personalities, people are more likely to watch those on a watch network. Anyway, I've said this before and I said it in the past, and I'm going to say it again. Facebook Watch, because I watch Facebook Watch, is about to go to a whole nother level. It's about to be better than freer than free TV, because it's better shows on Facebook Watch than it is on regular TV at some point, to the point where regular TV has to make clips of their shows and put it on Facebook Watch just so people can watch it. Facebook taking over for the 9/9 in 2018, if you ask me. So we'll see how that goes, but now you're going to be able to wake up and watch your news on Facebook and not even cut on your TV. But that also might boost local news, because I'm sure Facebook news is just going to end up being something that's more of a national news, because they getting somebody from CNN too. They want it to be completely biased, so they getting one from each major network to kind of, I don't know, surface it out. We'll see how they go. If fake news is fake news and it's going to get out there, guess what? People like the bad stories and the fake stories better than they like the truth. And y'all know that. Moving right along, 13 Reasons Why. We all know season 2 just came out. Most of us already finished it, like me. And they have already announced that season 3 of 13 Reasons Why is coming to Netflix. It is going to be premiering next year in 2019. Again, people on Twitter was not feeling it. They said they're sick and tired of this series. It's like kicking a dead horse. They're talking about all these different issues and trigger warnings, but nobody's really like discussing it. But I say maybe it's going to take season 3 for them to actually get it over with. Because even when I watch it, I'm like, come on, get to the point. Where is the justice? Where is the where is the fairness in this? So again, if you love 13 Reasons Why on Netflix, it is coming back for a season 3 coming out next year. Moving right along, a few more stories, y'all. I'm almost done. Willy Wonka, the Chocolate Factory. Yes, y'all, I said it. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. They going through for their 3rd remake, okay? 3rd remake. And guess who's on the top billing list to be Willy Wonka? Yes, y'all, I said to play Willy Wonka. They are looking at Donald Glover to play Willy Wonka of a chocolate factory. Y'all get it? Chocolate, Donald Glover. Yeah, y'all get it. So they're trying to get Donald Glover to play Willy Wonka. He is on the short list of people that they're looking at to play this role. I don't think we need another remake, but I guess they think we need another remake of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I can't really see Donald Glover doing it, but after that Made in America, This is America, whatever video, he probably can. I think Donald Glover could do anything, but actually, what's his name? Ryan Gosling is actually on the short list too. Either one of them, they're both like skinny. I could see them easily playing a more androgynous role. So we shall see. So they are up to play Willy Wonka. I don't personally think we need another Willy Wonka, but hey, what? They need one for every generation. So who knows? Again, moving right along with all those updates, just a quick recap. We talked about those updates with Kate Spade, her suicide letter, how she told her daughter that she needs to ask her father why she killed herself. People are talking about, yeah, he do, girl. He got all the confidence. So we talked about Kate Spade killing herself, leaving a letter for her daughter to read, basically telling her daughter that she need to ask her father why she killed herself. She hung herself with her own scarf in her apartment. She had the maid find her. The maid was considered her best friend, which to me is even sad. And all these people knew that she had mental health issues, but she never got it taken care of because she was worried about how it would affect her company. Kim Kardashian did a good thing. So now AliceJohnson is getting out of jail. You can find the videos of AliceJohnson's family geeked and happy that she is getting out of jail after 30 years. So Donald Trump didn't pardon her. It's another word that I don't have written down right now, but it's not called pardon, because if you was getting pardoned, you wouldn't have no record. Your whole record would be scrapped, and her record is not going to be scrapped. So it still might be a challenge for her, in my opinion, to get jobs when she has a record of her being in jail for 30 years. I told y'all Southwest Airlines is having a 72-hour sale. It's going to be ending on Friday. IHOP is changing to IHOP. We don't know what the B is for. They're not going to tell us what the B is for until Monday. And I say it's either bacon or breakfast. International House of Bacon or International House of Breakfast. We'll see what happens with that. Beyonce showed the world her twins finally today at her concert. And of course the picture is trending online right now. Tyrese is getting sued by American Express. Taco Bell about to start selling rosé called Froze in their restaurants. Brendan Fraser is also a victim of the Me Too movement because he was touched, groped by some man in Hollywood, another director in Hollywood, which just made me think that all the directors in Hollywood ain't nothing but some creepy old pedophile men who probably had to hide their sexuality in the 60s, and they still think they had to change hide their sexuality. So I don't know, it's just weird to me that it's all these old men doing this freaky stuff. Facebook is get rid of trending news like I told y'all on Monday, but they are starting to get actual news correspondents to come on Facebook Watch and make their own Facebook news. So Facebook is about to take over for the news world. Again, that was just a recap of everything I already talked about. Y'all know I said I'm trying to do this tea in 20 minutes, so I won't take up all your time. Donald Glover is about to play Willy Wonka. Also, Ryan Gosling is up for that part 2. We shall see what happens. 13 Reasons Why is going to have a season 3. People don't like it. And last but not least, one of my most important tea is Drake Dizzle Faux Shizzle, Baby Dizzle. Drake is a baby daddy. As much as he don't want to come out and admit it, the only things he's come forward about was him being in blackface, and I told y'all about that on Monday. Again, y'all can always go hit that teachatlive hashtag, and y'all can see all the old episodes, and also like the teachatlive page and see Monday's episode. But I told y'all that Drake only came forward about the blackface picture, but he still has not come forward about this hidden baby he's been hiding for a while. His baby mama didn't currently put her page on private, but I did notice that I got about 2 friends who are friends with her on her real page. So I'm gonna ask them to take some screen grabs so I can see her stuff. But apparently Drake been paying this girl for at least over the last 9 months, way past 9 months, since before she got pregnant. He been paying her increments, paying for the baby and everything. I'm sure she signed a non-disclosure agreement, whatever the case may be, but he has refused to clap back at Pusha T. He has refused to admit that that's his baby. I think that a lot of people who always swoon over Drake is probably looking at him sideways, because now y'all realizing that Drake ain't nothing but a bootleg baby daddy, just like a lot of other ones around the hood, just like Ray Ray and them. So Drake out here, I don't know why he trying to hide the baby. I don't know. Some people are saying he ashamed that she a stripper. Like Pusha T said in the rap song, boo, love that stripper. Treat her like she your queen, because she got your baby, boo-boo. Anyway, he said that a super producer, one of his producers told him not to clap back because they claim that whatever they say next will destroy Pusha T and destroy a lot of rappers in the game. But I think they're just saying that because Pusha T said he ain't got no skeletons in his closet, so it's not nothing that Drake can say to him that's gonna hurt him that don't nobody know already. Anyway, that is my tea in 20 or at least tea under 30 minutes. Again, when I stop this and play this, y'all can just rewind it. But that's everything you need to know. I will be back on Friday at 7 o'clock, same time, same place. Add a friend, tag a friend, share it one time on your timeline, and I am out of here. Deuces, y'all. That's your Tea Chat Live for the night. I'm out.